new podcast where we bring on world experts about various topics. I also do live coaching here. You can actually see me coaching with individuals right here on the podcast. Make sure you check out I Wish You Knew podcast here on YouTube. You'll see all those episodes. I have a tremendous number of episodes where I'm working directly with avoidant men or their partners on building incredible relationships and great communication. So today, in this relationship discussion here today, I want to talk to you guys about how to get avoidant men to listen. How do you get them to listen? This is it's almost a funny topic because I will say avoidant men are always listening. They're a little bit like the NSA. They are always monitoring. But that doesn't mean they're actually really understanding or even intaking the information you're giving. Most avoidant men, what they're unfortunately doing is filtering through a threat detection system. You speak, they filter through a threat detection system and see if there's anything in there they have to respond to as if there's a danger. They may listen intellectually as well if they're really invested in you and want to learn, but if you're bringing them primarily emotional content, it doesn't resonate with them, so they switch to threat detection mode and just try to skim and try to understand the minimum of what you need, and they'll go like this. They listen with one eye, and they turn sideways, almost like a fish or an animal of prey, just like, "Are you going to charge me?" And they listen very intently, but they don't usually comprehend. And that doesn't mean they have low comprehension. It means emotional context is usually largely missed on avoidant men. So this is why in my video course, How to Love an Avoidant Man, by the way, right now on flash sale until the 23rd on my website, adamlanesmith.com. Don't miss that flash sale at 40% off. In How to Love an Avoidant Man, I talk about using more business terms. Instead of saying, "I just want us to be a loving couple forever," you need to present it more in the idea of we will be co-executives together in building a life. You need to function almost like high-functioning co-executives. You want a high-functioning co-executive life. So this is what you're looking for, okay? You need to present things to the avoidant man in a way that is more almost business-like, a business-like communication approach. A lot of women say, "Why should I have to do this? This is so exhausting." Well, actually, this is how securely attached relationships also function, is by having a more matter-of-fact, direct, measurable communication approach. It just is antithetical to most women's nature when they are primarily emotional thinkers or anxiously attached. Then they don't have the more exact measurable language. They've never had to use that before. It's usually foreign to them. Avoidant men, it's all they understand. A healthy, secure relationship, you should be integrating both communication approaches. Emotional language for the emotional content, and then more language-based, logical, measurable, exact, precise for especially the difficult conversations so things don't go off the rails and get kind of weird between the two of you. So you need to be able to flip back and forth, both of you. You're going to have to teach him the emotional language. He's probably going to be teaching you the logical, measurable language. In the How to Love an Avoidant Man video course that I've got on my website right now on flash sale, you learn that language and then speak it to him. You actually have to go to him and say, "I'm learning that the emotional content I'm bringing you is probably, honestly, not hitting, and you're probably not really understanding what I'm saying." He's going to say, "Yeah, I'll admit, I don't really get what you're trying to tell me, to be honest." Okay, from now on, I'm going to bring you things that are more measurable. Now, people out there asking, "Adam, how am I going to do this?" I'm going to present a very fast, quick version of it right now. This is what I train my coaches in, my coaching clients in, my group coaching. Some of this is presented in the course. This is a really fast version. It's longer in there. The what, why, how often method. Okay? I want to feel loved. Fantastic. An avoidant man has no idea what that feels like. He has probably never been really felt loved before in his life. Actually, his oxytocin receptors are blocked, so his ability to feel loved is actually closed. He also isn't receiving serotonin for contentment. So when you say, "I want to feel loved," he says, "What do you mean? This is a weird moving goalpost. Why are you putting this on me? You are responsible for your own emotions. Don't make me the champion of your feelings. I refuse, and I'm out of here." Okay, so instead, I need to feel loved. The great starting place, here's what that looks like. What are two core things that help you to feel loved? What are two experiences, two things that help you feel loved? Why do they help you feel loved? Why are they important to you? And why are they important to the relationship? What will be the benefit overall if he chooses to do this and invest this way? Okay, what is the benefit to the relationship and why is it important? Why? What, why? And then how often? How often do you need this from him? Is it once a week, once a day? Is it just one big time and it's done? How often and for how long? Okay, what, why, and how? This is the method to make it measurable. What, why, how? If you can follow the what, why, how, he can begin fully comprehending, and then you get to see if he's somebody that cares about you and how you feel, or if he doesn't care about you at all and he's just here for a fun ride. If that's the case, now you know because you've made it stupidly simple for him to take care of your needs. And you can turn it around and say, what's your need? What, why, how often? What experience are you wanting to have? What are two things that help you have that experience? Why are they important to you? What will be the benefit? Why are they important to the relationship? What will be the benefit? And how often or how much do you need from me? This is a great way to start fishing out his needs as well. And that fishing isn't the right term. This is a very clear, direct, focused, honest, high-functioning, high-performing conversation between two executives. Now this, like I said, is not something you're just learning for him. This is actually a secure, healthy, functioning relationship. You're learning and using secure, functioning skills for a secure relationship that then invites him into a functional relationship. Really incredibly important that you be able to do that. If you can't invite him into a secure relationship and you're waiting for him to provide that for you, that means that you're probably severely anxiously attached. You self-regulate about 30% and you're wanting other people to co-regulate you 70%. That's an inversion of the actual number, okay? You should be self-regulating 70, co-regulating 30, and that includes your partner, family, friends, everybody co-regulating 30% with you. So anyone here, I don't want to hear comments about why should I have to learn to talk like this for his benefit. He should just grow up and talk about feelings. Not how it works. Actually, his prefrontal cortex is overgrown and overdeveloped in certain ways that inhibits emotional expression. He has to train into that with neuroplasticity. If you don't have that patience, then don't be with that person. Right? But this is actually fostering a secure relationship for both of you. So do the work to build a securely attached relationship. By all means, do that. If you don't want a securely attached relationship and you want to be catered to more, go find somebody who wants to cater to you. That'll be an anxious man. You're going to friend zone him because they're not attractive to you anyway. You're just going to keep chasing avoidantly attached men. Okay? Now, avoidant men out there who are listening to this does not mean that you get a free pass to simply sit back and refuse to listen to anything that's said to you in an emotional context. You do need to learn the emotional context and what it means. So what you can be doing when you have a partner who comes to you and says, I need to feel loved, is you can say, okay, what does that mean to you? I don't understand that feeling, but I'd like to help you. So what are two things that help you experience that feeling? Why are they important to you personally? So I can reverse engineer other pieces, and it makes sense to me. It doesn't feel arbitrary because I don't like arbitrary things. I need to understand, what are the benefits to the relationship? Tell me what I get out of this by doing this. It's not zero, but it's also not a hostage situation. You're not simply demanding that this must have a purpose. And then, how often or how much do you need from me? Help me understand the investment here. I'm going to get this, you're going to get this, it requires this. Beautiful, that sounds like a great option. This is a great way you can talk about commitment, monogamy, emotional intimacy, checking in at the end of the day, anything. This is a great rhythm for doing this. Men, avoidant men, or avoidant women out there, plenty of you watch this channel, check in with your partner when they use emotional language you don't understand. Okay, I don't get what that means. I would like to help, but I don't know what you're saying and I don't really understand. So can you give me examples of specific things that help you experience that feeling? What are specific activities I can do or that we can do together that will help you achieve that feeling that you want to feel? I don't understand how to get there, but I'm willing to help, right? So both sides should be having this open, transparent communication. This is what indicates that you actually care about each other. And avoidant people out there, if you're not willing to do this either, and you're not interested in meeting your partner's needs, you also are not ready for a relationship. You should go back and cycle out and go find somebody else who just wants a casual relationship, because you're not looking for an actual interdependent, healthy, co-regulating relationship. And again, 30% co-regulating, 70% self-regulating. That is the average reasonable expectation. Anxious people want 70% co-regulation. Avoidant people assume 1% co-regulation is normal. So there's your disconnect. Securely attached relationships, 30% co-regulation between family and friends. So about 15% co-regulation from partner on an average day, if that makes sense. That's what you're looking for. So again, if all of this sounds like something that's useful and you want a lot more, make sure you check out adamlanesmith.com. Make sure you click the bright orange banner at the top that says flash sale, 40% off the How to Love an Avoidant Man video course. You'll see the comment sections inside the course are packed with avoidant men saying, yes, this is what I've been looking for. This is how I'm going to articulate it to my girlfriend. This is what I need. I never realized it. You're going to see that in there. You're also going to see a lot of success stories from couples who've taken it together and they finally understand each other. The video course is not how to make an avoidant man feel loved. It's how to love him, but it's also how to get him to understand how to love you in return. It's not a manipulation course. I would never teach that. It is building a securely attached relationship together that happens to tag in both of your needs and take care of both of you. Even if he's avoidant, even if you're anxious, that video course will show you what to do. So I'm live on the set. We're filming here. I'm going to get back into filming. I've got another client coming in to coach live on the air. If any of you have ever wanted to be on this show, by the way, leave a comment or let us know, or email support@adamlanesmith.com. I love having new people on. We're down in Phoenix, Arizona. We do this probably 5 or 6 times a year. The next time will be sometime at the end of the summer. Drop a comment. Say, hey, I'd love to be on the show. We have an application you fill out. You meet with one of the team to see if it's a right fit. I want everybody to feel comfortable when they come on. So I'd love to talk with you guys. Hope this was helpful. Take care of yourselves. If you're avoidant, talk about feelings a bit more from a measurable perspective and ask for help understanding. Take care of your partner. If you're anxious, talk in a more logical, straightforward manner with the measurability. What, why, how often, and work with your partner to get your needs met and get their needs met too. Most avoidantly attached people don't even comprehend that they can get their needs met by another human. They don't even know what their needs are. So thank you everybody out there. I'm going to jump back into filming. Great to see all of you. I see all your comments rolling through. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hi, and I'll talk to you again Thursday morning.